The Pathways to Knowledge model of information processing identifies 6 stages that students go through when learning to process information. They are appreciation, pre-search, search, interpretation, communication, and evaluation. More information on this can be found in the Technology as Facilitator of Quality Education model. The students in this 6th grade class are learning about statistics. They will use what they have learned about mean, median, and mode to compare their own basketball shooting percentages to those of professional basketball players. The students enter the pre-search stage of information processing when they discuss professional basketball and professional basketball players with the teachers. The students relate basketball to their prior knowledge of statistics.
Tell me something about your basketball team, your player. Who do you like? Who do you follow? Who do you know something about? Anybody got a basketball team? Barbara? Tell me something about a basketball team. A name of one of the basketball teams.
Allen Iverson is not playing basketball right now.
Who is that?
From 76ers.
Oh, and where are the 76ers from?
Philadelphia.
Oh. Andre.
Los Angeles Lakers, and they won 2 championships in a row.
76ers, Lakers. Who else has got one?
Junior, I know you know somebody, some team. What's your favorite basketball team?
Lakers.
The Lakers. Well, we're going to take a look at only 2 kinds of shots, the free throw and the field goal. Those are the 2, and field goal is another name for a jump shot. Anywhere inside the 3-point line, right?
That's what we're going to look at, and you're going to compare what you can do on the free throw line and anywhere inside the 3-point zone to what a professional basketball player does.
The teacher also reads the book Swish, while the students listen to the story and view the pictures in the book. This helps the students review what they know about basketball and gets them interested in the lesson. This is an example of the appreciation stage of information processing.
Allie pivots on a dime, throws to Cindy at the 3-point line. What's the significance of that? Why does Cindy need to be on the 3-point line?
Because if she makes it, then they'll be ahead by 1 point.
Because they're already behind by 2. Gotta be a 3-pointer. Up she goes. The world stands still. The basketball spins, arching high, falling now from the sky, whirling, swirling. Does it look like it's on?
The students access the official website of the National Basketball Association and look at free throw and field goal percentages for a specific team. They demonstrate the search stage of information processing when they engage in cooperative searching to locate the information they need. The students find the relevant information and record it on worksheets.
51. Yeah.
Is it 51? Is it?
No, it's 52.
Is it 52?
Yeah.
How do you know? How come?
It's 5:45.
Adam, how come that's 52 and not 51?
Because it's 51. 51.5.
Yeah. So is it 51 or 52?
52. It goes up after 5.
You're correct. All right.
80% for his
52. Write it down. Field goal 52.
and free throws 80.
Wow. Is that the best so far? The 80?
86.
Oh, 86.
I see a 4.42 and a .814, and you're calling
we're
that.
rounding it.
So you're rounding it, but you're doing something else.
What?
You're doing it the right way. I'm just interested to know if you understand what you're doing.
Yeah,
You're taking .442 and turning that into 44%. So you did 2 things. You rounded off the 2.
44.2%. Oh, 44 and a half. I don't know.
No, 44% is correct. You dropped the 2 because it's less than 5, and then what else did you do with the .44?
Turned the decimal into a percent.
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yep, that is correct. I just wanted to make sure, and you need to make sure everybody on your team understands that.
The students also gather information on their own free throws and field goals and record their percentages. They calculate the mean, median, and mode of their group statistics and their professional team's statistics.
Okay, now we're going, Danielle's free throw is 13%.
My free throw is 0.
0. And
I don't know. I got 3.
3 divided by 8. So 3 divided by 8. I went the wrong way.
0.37.
okay, so what is that? What percentage is that? Sure you do.
Free throw. What was your free throw? Okay, and
What when you do a percentage, what two places?
free throw.
Yep, there you go.
The students enter the interpretation stage of information processing when they compare and contrast their shooting percentages to those of the professional basketball teams.
Why did I have you figure out the mean or the average for your team? Andre.
You compare it to the average of the players.
Okay, how did the averages compare? How did your average compared field goal average compare to the pros field goal average? Jason.
Mine was better.
Anybody else have their field goal percentage better than the field goal percentage of the pros? What's one thing they have different though? When they're shooting field goals, what's happening? Barbara.
They shoot more than 8 shots.
They do. What else? Jason.
They have blockers.
If somebody's guarding them and it's in a game, so that's a little bit different.
The students also infer some possible reasons that a professional basketball player might have a 0% free throw average.
Barbara.
There's this person on 76ers that has 0% for free throws.
Oh yeah? Anybody else have anybody that had 0%? What might their reason be that they only have 0%?
They must sit on the sideline or something.
They must sit on the sideline. They're not a very good shooter.
The students engage in the communication stage of information processing when they write letters to the professional basketball teams describing their project and the results. The students can also ask questions of the professional teams. The students organize their information and develop an initial draft of the letter. They edit and revise the letter based on input from the teachers.
It's important for us to share the information that we collected with someone so we can do something with those percentages, with that mean, median, and mode, and with those averages. So what we need to do is to write a letter to the pros explaining what we did, what we found, and maybe asking them some questions.
It's not easy to calculate all this stuff. It's not a lot of fun to calculate all this stuff, but the pros do it all the time.
I feel sorry for him.
Perfect spot for a question. Why on earth would the pros do it if it isn't easy and if it isn't fun? Why don't we find out?
If they think it's...
Why don't you ask them what they think of statistics?
How does your letter start? We are doing a project in school with your team. Our class went outside and shot 8 free throws and field goals. The percent of our shots were good, around 30 to 40% of 8. Then we did our group average. Okay, you need to tell how we did, you need to give information. The percent of our shots were good, around 30 to 40% of 8. You need to tell, up there it says reasons, detailed reason for doing each step. So right here, you need to write a detailed reason for how you got the percentage of 8.